Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of the newest Hogwarts expansion sets. That's going to be set number 76402, Hogwarts Dumbledore's Office, coming in at 654 pieces. This 6 minifigure set retails for $79.99 USD or $80, which is a bit much, but also feels pretty fair for what you get here. What you get here does also include a brand new, never-before-seen character in Madam Pince there. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. The set is really great and features some really cool angled parts for the modular system, which would be really nice to get some great angles in there for your Hogwarts display. Let's take a look at all the included minifigures first before moving on to the build of the set. The first minifigure is going to be Harry Potter, and he is amazing. This character features a brand new Cloak of Invisibility, which looks amazing. We saw a similar design to this one in the first collectible minifigure series, but this is a revamped, redone design with a brand new print for the interior. The cloak on the inside has a very nice blue, kind of rim around it with some really great stars and moon prints. This is for when, of course, he sees it in the very first movie. And then on the background, it's this really, really nice, reflective rainbow piece. This is just incredibly impressive and such a cool piece to have. And I'm really excited that it makes a return here for anyone who missed out on the very first collectible minifigure series, because it's such an iconic part of, the Harry Potter universe. It's amazing to get it here. The rest of the minifigure is very plain. His accessories are going to be a golden lantern along with his usual colored wand. And then the rest of the minifigure appears several times before. The tousled hairpiece from years 1 through 3, smiling face with the scared expression on the backside, nice hood print along with the open torso design, and then normal plain black legs, no dual molding. Very basic minifigure. It's Harry Potter. Hermione Granger is also not exclusive. This character has appeared time and time again. Unfortunately, she does not use the dual molded legs and the dress piece that the other Hermione Granger used in the staircase set. I really wish they would have made that the norm. I guess that's staying exclusive to that in the Hogwarts trunk set. This minifigure is pretty okay. She's got the traditional Hermione hairpiece, along with the smiling face on the top, the scared face in the background, the same back printing as Harry, and then just a clothes very neat and very organized Hogwarts robes, along with her usual wand color. It's shocking that we've never actually gotten the Hogwarts librarian before, ever, either in this wave or the original ones. Here's Madam Pince for the first time, and she looks amazing. Now, I could be wrong, but I think she appeared maybe in one movie, but this is a character who I really don't remember much of except from in the books. And they gave her a brand new hat mold there. It's a hair hat combo in black, along with a hole that you can put a feather in. So that looks really impressive. Taking that off, let's pull the whole minifigure off. You can see her really great facial expression there with some really nice cheekbones. She's got an angry, stern expression on the back when she's yelling at people to be quiet in the library. No back printing on her dress. However, she does have some back torso printing with some nice gold designs in her scarf. And then it's really hard to see because it's light on black, but there's some green designs there for some wrinkle lines for her clothes. On the front side, she's got amazing decoration for her robes, some really great scarf designs there, along with robes that are kind of reminiscent of McGonagall, but also completely exclusive in black there. She looks so great, and I'm really happy to finally add this character to my collection. Filch is slightly more common than Madam Pince, and by that I mean he's only appeared in, I think, 2, maybe 3 other sets ever. This is his second time appearing since the reimagining of the theme in 2018, and he looks amazing here. Very exclusive minifigure. He's got a gunmetal gray colored lantern and no other accessories, although Mrs. Norris does come in the set. We'll take a look at her later. He has some very nice printing on his legs there, continuing the robe design from his torso, along with some kind of gray pants underneath that. A really nice belt design with a scarf, and he's got a really great balding hairpiece there, the Shakespearean style one. He's got an ugly, growling, ragged face on this side, and then on the back side, a nice smiling face when he's, putting some students in detention. Some great detailing and rips on the back of his torso print, and just a really great, overall, very detailed minifigure. Very happy he has leg printing, and it's great to see Filch again here. I mean, he took a hiatus for, I think, 3-4 years, because he appeared in 2018, so it's wonderful to see him again here. This set also contains an exclusive Dumbledore minifigure, or at least I believe he is exclusive. Really great to see him return here, again with different robe designs. Character features white hair, not gray, because this is the Richard Harris, not the, I'm blanking on his name, but the newer actor's design. Pulling all that hair off, though, gives you a much better look at the printing for his torso and his face. He's got a very nice smiling face with spectacles on this side, along with a more happy kind of open mouth smile on the back side. Some very nice hood, his hat design on the back print there. He's got, I guess, some of the minifigures have that pulled up, so he has the hat on top of his head. So that's a really cool detail there. On the front, you can see some really great gold and red designs for the robes, along with some orange detailing in the center there with a belt buckle. A really great looking minifigure. He looks phenomenal. Dumbledore always does. They usually knock him out of the park there. It's a shame that such beautiful printing is covered up by the beard, but really a great looking minifigure. And the final minifigure in the set is going to be Severus Snape. He is not exclusive. This is the same one that came in the Hogwarts Moments set, the Potions Classroom. I think he's really only included to fill out the scene where Harry gets scared by the book, and then him and Filch are hunting for him in the first movie. That looks really, really great. And I guess you could also use him to recreate the scene where he and Dumbledore are talking in the flashback in the 7th movie. So he's a pretty decent character. I mean, not exclusive, though. He's got the traditional Snape hairpiece with the quizzical, upset eyebrow face on this side, and he's got a really angry, growling face on the other side. Some nice purple detailing on the back there for his torso. No leg printing. It's a shame we didn't get the coattails piece. And then a really nice purple undershirt with a really great jacket over top. Very nice minifigure, but not exclusive. Mrs. Norris also appears in this set, and she looks so much better here than her last appearance. Really love the coloring for her, along with those really nice bright eyes. Some great fur printing all around. A really good-looking cat piece. The set would not have been complete without her, and I'm really glad the designers thought to include her. This set brings back the Chocolate Frog cards, and there are 3 included in this set. Now, these are completely random, and you could get literally any character. However, I got Susquehanna Pickery from Fantastic Beasts, Gilderoy Lockhart, and then I believe that's Bertie Bott's from Bertie's Every Flavored Beans. Although I could be wrong, I just kind of named him off the top of my head. These are pretty great. Love the printing. I really wish LEGO would maybe update these, give us a Series 2 with some new characters we haven't gotten before, because these have been coming in sets for almost, 2 years now, so I have a ton of extras at this point. It's weird. I was complaining about not getting enough a couple years ago, but now I'm complaining about getting too many of them. I guess you can never satisfy me, but they are pretty great cards, and let me know in the comment section down below what cards you got from this set. The build of this set is quite massive, and by massive, I mean it's incredibly tall. However, the entire thing is very modular, which allows us to take the thing apart and look at it in sections, which is really great. Now, every single level does come apart, starting with the roof. You can take that piece off, then you can take off the base with the pensieve, and this piece is actually connected to it using some Technic pins. Then Dumbledore's office does come off as well, and then you have a little separate section for the library. I figure it makes sense to start at the bottom, so here we have the library, which has never appeared in LEGO form before, at least in the new generation of Harry Potter sets, and this set features a very impressive angular version of it. So what you can do is you can actually close this up, and that allows you to have a 3-section Hogwarts castle you can just stack stuff on. If you don't want to do that, however, you can separate the halves of it, and now you have an angle where you can like build a whole castle off going in a slightly different direction. Use this to kind of turn something, which is really cool. The 2 pieces on the top do actually come off, and then together they make one full section, which means that there's a double section piece that can fit in the center there. It just offsets it so it looks slightly different and allows for a different kind of unique positioning of the castle, which I do really appreciate because it stands out in the huge display. The interior of the library features quite a lot, honestly. We have 2 different desks using the same kind of angled design from the most recent, two polybags ago, excuse me, the study desk with Hermione. And now I just chose to put all of my Chocolate Frog cards from this set. You did get 3 of them, like I showed you earlier, just around the library, because that's where they fit. They don't tell you to put them there, they just kind of go wherever. The desk can be angled kind of however you want, which is a lot of fun. And then the chairs, they're not on swivels, but they're on one stud, so you can kind of spin them around however you want. It's weird they included chairs here, considering the student minifigures can't actually sit in them. You have to stand Hermione in the chair, which looks a little funky, but honestly does work. On the back here, we have a table using one of those Minecraft pieces. Really cool to see that here. There's a lamp on this side, along with an empty stud. And the other side, it's the exact same thing. A lamp, this time it has a chocolate frog to go with the cards. And the study desk on this side is the exact same design as the previous one. Taking a look at the bookshelf, I'm thoroughly impressed here. It's a little difficult to see there. However, the bookshelf is fully detailed. There are only 2 real books on it, which is a bit unfortunate, but they do have a fun play feature. Pushing on something on the outside actually causes them to jump out at you. And there is no like paper piece on the inside. However, both of them do have some pretty cool stickers if I want to pull them off. So the first one is going to be a black book that has the screaming face from the first Harry Potter movie. Harry opened this and it screamed at him when he dropped his lantern, and it caused like Snape and Filch to go chasing after him. So it's really cool to see that here, especially since both of those characters are included. The other book is brown. I think it has the Nicholas Flamel Sorcerer's Stone article here because it's got an N and an F along with a stone on the bottom. I can't really be sure, but that's what it looks like to me. If it is that, that's really cool to see as well. That's about it for the interior of this specific section. However, the exterior is also incredibly cool. On the back, we have some decent like overgrowth and vines here. These 2 pieces are the ones you actually push to get the books to jump out of the shelf, and the rest of it's very basic and very sturdy. There's some nice window designs here, and I like how it kind of comes out of the wall. There's some sand green slopes here to kind of give the illusion of the colored roof. It's a really nice exterior. Love this design. I think this looks really great. And of course, when you open it, you do get little more access to like the panel pieces. I realized you couldn't actually see that. This one has a wonderful sticker for the entrance to Dumbledore's office, that being the Winged Griffin statue, which is like spin you up. So that's really cool to get. I don't think we've gotten that as a sticker ever before. Then this one is just an open window piece. You can kind of walk through there, connect that to other sections. There are the connector pieces. And of course, you can pop this out relatively easily, just like you saw with the gift with purchase set. And you can flip that to either side of the window. No harm, no foul. Works very easily. This next section absolutely is my favorite, and that's Dumbledore's office. We did get a slightly different rendition of this back in the previous Hogwarts Castle set. I believe it was, the clock tower back from 2019. However, this one is so much better. Much like the lower level of the library, there are two kind of half-piece sections included on top here. They do actually connect together to form one section, and you can put another tower here. I like how they split them so you can have a really nice centered object there, and that works really well to, again, like I said before, set this set apart from the other sets in the Hogwarts Castle display. The interior of the office is really great. We have those same bookshelf designs from the library represented again here. There are no real books there. However, these ones are way taller. If I can get a light in there. They are 3 high, and they have some really nice detailing as well. The interior of the desk design uses a sticker on the desk, much like the previous version we saw. He's using a red quill. I'm assuming it's a feather plucked from Fox there, which is a really nice detail. There's a letter and a lamp on the desk, along with some crystal containers in the back. Not sure what those are supposed to hold. Maybe memories for the pensieve. I'm not exactly sure. We also have the sorting hat. Once again, this piece is much more common than you think. I think I have like 4 or 5 of them in my collection now, which is very interesting. But he's sitting on one corner, as well as a baby fox, which is adorable. It's just that normal bird piece recolored in red there. Makes a lot of sense to include the baby version here, especially if the set is supposed to be based more off the first 2 movies. So that's really cool to see. Aside from that, there's honestly not too much else for Dumbledore's office. There's a pretty nice chair design in the back. None of that moves. And since Dumbledore has legs instead of a dress piece here, you can actually sit him reasonably well in the back there. There he goes. Now Dumbledore's at his office desk. And I love this huge stone design where he's elevated from all the other characters who might come to talk to him. Even sitting down, he's still taller than all the characters. And that's really, really cool. The exterior for this uses a really, really cool curved jutting out window here. There's a little bit of a sticker there to get some stone detailing through window pieces. And then some curved designs here. Not the biggest fan of these open windows, specifically because they just show the books. They're kind of blocked off. I think you probably could have done something different there, because if you're looking at this logically, rain's going to go right in and ruin the books unless there's magic or spells against the windows, which there probably are. But I would have liked to see them do something else here, maybe actual window pieces instead of just holes. But it is what it is. This section is still pretty great. The final 2 sections are the last part of the roof design, and they're pretty great. They're not as interesting because they're rather empty. However, they do provide some very essential details of Dumbledore's office that were missing in the previous level. The first one, which is the lower level, is completely empty except for the pensieve in the very back there. It's a new design, which is pretty great. I'm not sure why they didn't use a white piece as opposed to the clear piece to hold it up. It looks a little funky like that, but it's still pretty cool. We have a cloudy purple, wow, a cloudy blue trans design element there to kind of give the illusion it's like a filled water with all the memories in it, which is pretty great. We also have a detachable element here for the tower spikes that jet off of Dumbledore's office, connecting pins that connect that, and just some really cool tower pieces. It just adds a lot of depth and design to the actual tower, and it's really cool to see, and you can move that to either side of the actual build if you want. The exterior has a very nice curved design, just like the previous level. This connects with that one. Again, some windows and a little stickered element to kind of give some brick decoration. This is a very basic section, although very necessary. Along with the final one, which is also very empty. The only purpose here is to hold a sword of Gryffindor. Not the most accurate placement, but it's still pretty cool to see. There's a little bit of an alcove there that you can put some minifigures in or hide something. There's 2 candle pieces in the front, along with a weather vane on the top. Not sure exactly what that is, though it's very, very tall. On the back, we do have the Hogwarts crest sticker, which is a really nice design. Along with just a sand green cones here to make the rest of the roof. Very basic, and it slots in very nicely. And then, of course, once you have that all together, you can see exactly why they have the crest here. It just kind of finishes off and rounds out the extra jutting part from the previous tower. As far as exteriors go, I absolutely adore this castle design. I think it's one of the best we've ever seen, and it just looks so great all together. There's a lot of depth there and some really cool designs. I specifically love how all the windows are kind of curved outward, and it's not the flat-facing kind of just walls that we've been used to from previous sets. I think LEGO has definitely learned how to do this modular system much better than previous years, and I'm definitely looking forward to see what comes next. That being said, let's move on to the box and the manual real quick before, of course, going on to the final verdict. This box is absolutely massive and also really interesting. This seems to be the wave of Easter egg boxes because in the background there, we actually have 2018's Great Hall set, which is really weird considering it's not the same color roofs in the different castle building system. I'd really thought they would have done like the Chamber of Secrets set because that one's supposed to combine with this one, but it's still interesting they did that. And also it means that there's sections of Hogwarts that aren't connected. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I really do love the box art here. It's very nice with the moon and the snowy forest in the background, and it showcases kind of all the minifigures doing their thing on the exterior. Does not show the interior. On the top of the box, you have all of the minifigures kind of hanging out together with an actual size for Dumbledore. And of course, on the other side, this is where you get the full interior design. You see all the play features, Harry with Fox, Harry with the Screaming Book, Hermione with the other books, how the set comes apart to get modular with all the other sets, that there's 3 wizard cards, and of course, a full interior picture. Really love this design, although it's inaccurate to have Harry and Dumbledore at the Pensieves together in this book. That was not until, I believe, book number 4, but it's still really great to see. Now this set, interestingly enough, did not come with plastic to contain the instruction manual. Big sets usually do, but this time it was wrapped in cardboard along with the sticker sheet. Really cool. I guess that's one of LEGO's moves to the kind of new sustainability design. I really did like that, although it was kind of surprising at first. I definitely hope they continue that design. The instruction manual proper is pretty cool. They're somewhat dynamic poses here, although the set still looks very fake and kind of out of place on the cover. On the back, we have the Windman, and then on the interior, a massive parts list takes up 2 pages. Then we have the information how to combine all of the new gen sets, although of course the retail exclusive ones and all of the promos are not included, which is unfortunate. Would have loved to see what LEGO thinks about combining those. The rest of it's just some chocolate frog check sheets. Wow, chocolate frog check sheets. I really wish they kind of redo these and give us some new designs to collect at some point, because at this point, I now have all of them, but it's whatever. Aside from that, there's nothing too special about the set. We do have the progress bar for Dumbledore, and that's basically it. Interesting manual. Overall, I think this expansion set is an excellent one and definitely a necessity if you wish to expand your Hogwarts castle design. This set gives us 2 locations that we have not seen in the new system yet. It's weird that they changed it halfway through. The only other Dumbledore's office we have is from the older new system, which is kind of lackluster and very small. This definitely expands upon that and is much more comparable to the 2002 version of this set, which I'm going to do a comparison for, so stay tuned for that. The library is also a great location to see. I don't believe we've ever gotten that before, so it's really nice here as well. You get a ton of excellent minifigures, and I think this set thoroughly deserves an 8 out of 10 rating, and I can't recommend it more. If you haven't gotten this set yet, please get it soon, especially if you can get it in conjunction with the new promo, because that's definitely a really great reason to get this set and why I bought it now instead of later. That's all I got for you guys today. Make sure to leave your thoughts about this set and the Harry Potter range as a whole in the comment section down below. If there's any other Harry Potter videos you want to see from me, make sure to let me know and I can get to that as fast as possible. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic and safe rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the very next video.